and this is Bannock Industries. What's going on? Welcome back to the Bannock Industries YouTube channel. Now we're here with our 2003 Ford Ranger. This is our project truck that we got on the go. Now we started this project back 8 videos ago. Of course we've done the rear bumper, and now we got the winch mounted in the last video, and now I'm just currently working on the front bumper. Now I've been working along for about 2 hours now. Got a little bit on time lapse, but it was just a lot of measuring and cutting and trying to figure out what I wanted to do with the bumper and how I wanted to design it. But this is where we're at now. So as you can see, we're using this is 1 5/8" is what this tubing is. So it's a skid 40 pipe. The outer dimension, that's what ends up being that 1 5/8". Now I went ahead, I've actually tacked this kind of just up a little bit. So of course we're going to have our front little dash bar sticking out. It's just tacked temporarily. We're going to be running an upright off our winch mount kind of up to our front bar for the bumper. I do have some 3/16 plate that we're going to be putting from here to here. Of course our winch line will come through that, and we'll have our Hossy fair lead that'll sit there. So that's still to come, but this is all of course skid 40 pipe. I had the bumper, like this main piece, it was bent at the welding shop. They did kind of a poor job. Just our tips, they were out probably 1 inch from each other. So I had to go ahead and I straightened those here tonight. And just the outcome of that is we have this little bit of a wobble here, which I'm not overly happy with, but I was able to make both sides look equally as bad. So it looks better than, you know, nothing. Now we do have these pieces here. Now if you remember, and if you've seen that video, we built traction bars for our Mercury. These are leftover chunks of those rods that we used. So I want to mount these to the side of our winch plate. They'll come up there and then we'll triangulate, and then I'll have them meet the bumper. Now I do have enough room that I possibly could bring it in behind, which I might do, and then we'll kind of do some kind of a beauty piece on the end, cut these so they're flush. But I still have a lot of figuring out to do, a little bit of cutting, welding. So I'm going to get you guys back up on a time lapse, and then once I'm a little further in and getting things more welded and a lot sturdier, then I'll come back to you guys. We'll give you an update of what we've got done. Well, there we go. I'm gonna call it a night here pretty soon, but we got a lot done for today. Of course we still have quite a bit left to do on this bumper before it's done, so here's what we got done so far. We went around, we fully welded each joint, so this thing is nice and sturdy now. And then we did add these smaller tubes. They're not fully welded yet, but they're just kind of tacked in on the ends here, and then they're, you know, 3/4 of the way welded there. But I gotta we're gonna do a little end piece here. If we just ovular that, make it look pretty, but that'll be tomorrow. So far, I'm liking how it is. Not overly big, doesn't stick out too much, and of course we are going to be plating all this other crap in. That'll be coming shortly in the video. I'm calling it a night. We'll see you tomorrow. Alright, so we're back here, new day. Now I've been here for a little bit already, going ahead prepping some stuff. As we left off last night, of course, bumpers fully welded, other than these supports that I got to do. But what I was working on today is we had to mount our fair lead. So I went ahead, I tried to make that pretty, but it didn't end up looking that great. I will have to go back and clean this up just a little bit more, but I can do that once it's on the truck. So that's our new fair lead. Now this, as you might be able to see those little marks here on the plate. So I've already marked out where center is. I'll pull the winch cable, or pull that winch cable through, and then I'll go ahead, I'll bolt this. I kind of want to have the plate so it's sitting, one sec. I want to have the plate so it's sitting kind of on top of the 3/8, and that'll give me a nice bevel just to weld in. And then of course we'll come up here and we'll beat it right to this upper bar. So that's what we got going on. And then of course I got a bunch of plating that I'm going to have to do on here. So really I'm just going to set you guys up on a time lapse. I'm going to get to work, and then you know, we'll try and touch on some key important things that I'm doing, but for lots of it, it's just going to be cutting, welding, a lot of time. So I'm going to get to it. Okay, so I'm back here. So this is where we're at. We have all our front plates tacked or partially welded into place so far. Now lots of these, just because lots of the contours here don't match up, like this comes out and then it dives in. So I took and I actually kind of massaged all these so they work. So they're going to be smooth. Like I'm going to weld all this shit and then I'll grind out my welds, kind of smooth that out as best as possible. But it's not flat, it's not, you know, it's not just a bunch of pieces kind of tacked together in a, you know, what lots of these newer bumpers are, with just triangulated pieces and stuff. But and then for these side pieces, I actually took, and instead of cutting, I just took and I kind of massaged these around the tube, so my weld would kind of come around, but it just gives us a little bit smoother of an angle off of that, I think. But so far, that's where we're at. I think it's coming along really well. Now I do have to do a little end piece here and then massage that, just kind of cap it off. So I still got that to do, but we'll get all these other pieces fully welded and kind of smoothed out, and then we'll come back to that. So there we have it. I brought us up here into our other shop. It was just too busy over where we were working before to film. But this is the final product of the Bannock Industries 2003 Ford Ranger bumper. So in this last little time lapse, you would have seen I capped off our corners, made that all nice and smooth, so it all kind of looks all like one piece. You know, it's not the most square and true bumper, but for our application it's just fine. Now of course we did mount a 24-inch rigid light bar. Now I've had this thing sitting around for a couple years now. Came off another truck, just haven't had anything to put it on, so I wanted to put it on here. Now of course we just took the bolt-on mounts that you get with these. I just cut the 90 off the bottom and just welded them directly to. Now ideally you don't want to do that, because to take this off now I gotta bend these tabs, but I don't feel like I'll be taking that light bar off anytime soon, so I'm not too worried about it. Other things we did do, I welded a bolt to the back side here so I could put my loom clamp just to hold the wiring for the light bar, make it really smooth and clean. Now because I didn't have fog lights anymore, and I don't have a switch inside the cab yet to hook up auxiliary lights, I just wired our relay directly to the fog lights. So if we come in here to inside the truck, open the door up, so we turn our lights on, and you just sit inside here, you have your fog light switch. I'm gonna hit that, and there we go. So utilizing the factory switches in the truck, making our auxiliary lights work. Really nice, easy, clean, but there you go. I don't know, I'm really happy with how this bumper turned out. I was a little hesitant to build on, and even once I got to the point where I just had the fair lead mounted, I was like, I shouldn't plate it in, but just a little challenging to begin with, but the more and more you work on it, of course it gets easier. So thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to give us a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to our channel. Share this with your buddies. You know, we're getting really good views. Our first video we ever posted, the 37s on my Super Duty with the no lift, that video is over 1,000 views now, so that's big for me. Of course we're sitting right around 23, 24 subscribers as of today. I'm hoping to get that up more. We do have a contest we're going to be doing, kind of a giveaway for some merchandise and stuff, so stay tuned to our Instagram and Facebook pages. All the contest details will be on those. But thanks again for watching. Get the notification bell on. We do have more stuff coming with the Ranger. We have a synthetic rope and we have the interior modifications. Those are videos still to come. So be sure to check in next Thursday, 9 a.m. and the new video will be up. Thanks for watching.